People always be like, rate my dick.
Please send more foot fetish people my way.
A lot of like content.
What's the highest amount you've earned in a month? I had a good month.
Hey, I'm Hot Leo.
Hi guys, I'm Spicy Little Mama.
Hey guys, I'm Jackson.
Hey guys, I'm Nate.
We're going to be answering questions that you're too afraid to ask OnlyFans creators.
So the first question is, how many hours in a week do I work?
Being an online creator is a full-time job, so the question is, when do I get a break?
I think this week I worked 49 minutes.
I definitely set aside time within every week to make sure I film content, schedule posts.
My last shift was probably about 20 minutes, and by shift I mean taking photos in the mirror and spending time selecting which of those photos was worthy of posting.
You know, I treat it like a real job.
We spend a lot of time at the gym so we can take those photos.
Yeah.
Eating, that counts as work.
Yeah.
You gotta put it on your story, you know.
What did I do prior to OnlyFans? I worked in hospitality and I was a bartender for about 4 or 5 years.
I was doing nursing. I really wanted to do something with purpose and I really loved it, but it really drained me.
So prior to OnlyFans, I was a professional dancer. I worked pretty much all around Australia until coronavirus hit, and I just had to find something that
Paid bills.
paid bills.
Yeah. Mine was pretty much the same. I was also a dancer, not quite as professional as Jackson, but I just danced. I worked at a cafe, and then yeah, cafe closed down when COVID hit, and we panicked and we both had a social media following, so we were like, let's make an OnlyFans and just see what happens.
How long will you do this for?
As long as it serves me, I'll definitely do it.
Pretty much until I just kind of get sick of it.
I don't think there's an age that you need to stop. There's always someone that will be interested.
I think we're just riding the wave as long as it goes, and it's
Yeah.
the kind of thing that once you become washed up, you peace out, because you
Yeah.
don't want to keep trying once it's not working.
How do your partners feel about it?
My partner is also a sex worker. They're completely fine with it, obviously. They've been doing it for years as well. We both support each other amazingly.
This one's really tricky. I have dated while being a sex worker and it's hard. They were okay with it, but then there's always like a point where they're not okay with it.
I've been single for 28 years, so my partner doesn't give a fuck.
My partner's non-existent, so...
Yeah, a lot of people think we're together, but we're not.
How is this different to porn?
It's actually completely different from porn. Porn is a production and it's a fantasy of what people think sex should be.
The only difference would be is that like you've got people watching for you.
There's the story feature, you're uploading stuff about your day, you can do, you know, your statuses, like it's a lot more like personal than just blatantly porn.
So the difference between it is that you are in control. It's empowering.
What's your fave thing to do?
One of my favorite things to actually do on OnlyFans isn't anything sexual really at all. I get a lot of people messaging me, asking about transitioning. Like I'm a therapist sometimes. A naked one. And that's okay.
What's the most interesting thing you've been asked to do or have done?
Being a transgender man doing sex work, if it isn't obvious enough, I am a fetish. I mean, I'm a whole category on porn websites, so I don't really get a lot of crazy things because I am the fetish.
I don't get a lot of fetishes or kinks, which makes me really sad. Like, come my way, get me to do crazy things that I've never done before. Like, I would love to. I think that's what makes it fun and exciting.
This is the worst thing I've done, is they asked me to wear my underwear to gym and then send it to them, right? And I was like, that's not that bad, I'll do that. But they were international. So when I went to send this mail, the lady at the post office was like, you have to declare what it is. And I said clothing. She's like, no, like, what is it? And I was like, oh, underwear. And she was like, and is it new or used? And I was like, used. And she just like gave me this look and I was like, just send the fucking mail.
I have a couple of fans on my account and they love fart fetishes.
Really?
They just want me to fart on camera.
That's because you fart on your stories.
I know, and I fart on my stories a lot anyway, because why not, it's funny. And they're just like, oh my god, send me more fart content. And I was like, I don't think I have enough gas for that. Like,
What do I get the most requests for?
I get requests for boy-girl content a lot. A lot of like content.
so many people ask for Nate and I to collab. We have once on there before.
We weren't a fan. We didn't like it.
It wasn't it.
I get a lot of feet requests, sniffing shoe videos. Please send more foot fetish people my way.
What's something you won't do?
I don't do any scat porn. I don't do any fisting videos.
I won't play anything that has to do with kind of like underage or incestual things. That's just my complete and utter no-no.
Full hardcore sex porn.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Like, not into that. Unless for the right price.
Do you have to get naked?
Absolutely fucking not. And I think this is the part where people get so
overwhelmed and judgmental.
You do not have to get naked for it. You do not have to have sex.
But I don't have to get naked, but I do get naked because I love being naked.
Do whatever you want to do on your OnlyFans. And if you have the fans that cater to that, and that's your niche, and that's your stick, without getting naked, go for it.
How do your family and friends think about this? Your mum's good.
My mum's sweet with it. She's like...
She like gives us ideas.
I know, she's like, run that cash, like get that bread.
Funny question. I do not speak to my family, so I don't know if they know. They might know. They are probably very ashamed. That's fine, it's whatever. My friends are amazing. My friends are my biggest supporters. A lot of them are sex workers themselves as well.
My family is so chill with it. They didn't get it at first, but then they saw like the money coming in and they were just like, so they love it because I just like throw money at them. I'm like, love me. And now they're like, you're doing great, sweetie. And friends just think it's hilarious. Like, friends don't care, you know what I mean?
My family do know. Some of them do know. We don't talk about it.
Am I open about my OnlyFans career or do I keep it separate?
I am very open about my online content creating. I post about it everywhere. I really don't care. It's very celebrated within the queer community because it is empowering.
I honestly don't care. Life is short. I'm young. I'm happy with what I do. I know myself and my values, so it's not something that I keep secret.
Jackson always says when people ask us what we do for work,
yes.
We make up lies, right?
We make up completely different stories and just tell people that...
Our favourite one?
Oh, our favourite one is we won the lottery for like...
Millions.
30 million.
We just make up numbers.
And they're like, oh my god, that's so amazing. Because like some people won't get it.
But like, I mean, if it's someone that we know will get it, then we're just like, oh, we do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, lit. I think it depends on the age. What are the comments like on your OnlyFans and does it impact the stuff you make?
They do affect the stuff I make. I want to make sure the fans are seeing what they want to see to a degree. But then I also obviously have my limits of how much control they have over me.
Most of my comments are really good. I don't really care for outsider point of views. I only care about my subscribers and what they want.
Oh, people always be like, rate my dick.
Yeah, people...
I'm like, 2, it's ugly.
People pay us to rate their dicks, which I personally love doing. Like, I reckon it's so fun. But look, some of them are just like this, and you're like...
It's a confidence boost.
Oh my god.
Stunning.
Good shape.
10 out of 10.
Smells lovely. And you just send it off and they're like, oh, thanks.
What's the highest amount of money you've made in a month? I think that's a bit too personal.
That's for me to know and you to never find out.
My highest was $60,000 US. So about 85,000 Australian in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I bought a beach house.
Yeah. I think mine was probably about
close.
like 40. Yeah. 45, something like that.
What's it like doing my finances? That shit's crazy. I have an accountant to do that because I'm not good with numbers. And I don't want to end up with tax fraud.
Before we created a business, a company, we were paying 49% of our dollar.
49 cents to every dollar went to our tax. Well, our problem is that we earn too much money.
Yeah, so, which isn't a bad thing. Like, blessed, we're just like fucking stressed.
Yeah, but no. And then trying to get like I recently just got a mortgage, so trying to explain to the banks what I do for work was very interesting, and why 9 months ago I was dirt poor and in debt, and now I'm balling. It was very like, what do you do for work? I was like, so, is it just about money or is it sometimes about exploring your sensual side?
For me personally, it was never about the money. I wanted to do things to put trans men on the map.
It is about money in the extent that like, this is obviously my source of income and how I make a living, but also doing OnlyFans has just boosted my confidence in so many ways and just poured out into so many aspects of my life.
No, it's about money.
Yeah, I'm only gonna go with money.